All right, guys, I am doing this video to show a lot of people how exactly to be successful at DoorDash. Number one, you gotta have a friendly attitude. You cannot always, just show up and there you go. You gotta be outgoing. You gotta be outspoken, and the number one thing about this is to always thank the customer, because without customers, we are not able to provide you or provide them with the service. The second thing is you want to have enough gas to get through your whole shift. There's nothing worse than you have to go pick up an order and boom, now you have to stop. So you always want to have enough fuel. I would say minimum half a tank. The second thing that you need to always have before you leave your house, make sure that you have your red card. There are certain restaurants that you need the red card in order to pay. I personally also do Postmates, Grubhub, and I also work for a restaurant, so I carry all my cards that I need, all simple together, tied up with a rubber band. So just to let you guys know, I keep my license, my debit card, DoorDash card, Uber card, Postmates, Grubhub card, all in the same thing. Reason being is because if I leave my house, I know that I have all of them. So if one app is slow, I can always log in and get the other one. So, like I said, be successful. There's nothing worse than showing up to a restaurant. Oh, snap, I don't have my red card. Now you got to cancel an order. So it's now delayed you, taking time away from what you want to do. And imagine if you get 3 of those in a row and you have to cancel them, your rating's going to drop. You're not going to be as good as, say, the next guy. So always take time for that. Another thing is, make sure that your phone is charged. You also don't want to be in the middle of a delivery trying to go somewhere in a zone where you don't know, and then your phone dies. So now you have to wait till it plugs back in to get enough juice to be able to continue, and then you're sitting around with customers waiting. And the way DoorDash works is it's on a rating system. So the faster you are, per se, in getting the food there, not necessarily speeding, but it's all time constraints. So, we have to show up. Sometimes we have to place orders. Sometimes the orders are ready, and sometimes they're not. Our job is to make sure that we get there as fast as possible to the location, pick up the order, get out, get to the customer. On average, we have anywhere from 7 to 10 minutes by the time we leave the restaurant to get to that customer's house. Like I said, some things happen. Sometimes it's you have to place the order, you have to wait, or it's delayed. Some things you can't do anything about that. But I have never seen a customer rate me poorly because I showed up late. The poor rating came from something that I didn't do. And speaking of that, you always want to make sure when you go to Dash and you pick up an order, make sure there's napkins, utensils. Always find out when you get to a restaurant, always hit start arrival, and always make sure if it's going to a business or not. Like I said, if it's going to a house, the napkins is not the end of the world, but it definitely helps you on your rating. But especially if somebody's at a business, not having utensils is the difference whether you get a 5-star or a 1-star. And then the biggest equipment that you're gonna have is your hot bag. That is needed for, say, when you pick up a Chili's order or any time that you're picking up hot food. Customer always wants to see this show up in that hot bag. Keeps the food hot. Doesn't, there's absolutely nothing worse than you're showing up with, say, a Chick-fil-A order, which requires you to actually use the hot bag, and somebody's getting cold fries and a cold sandwich because some of their orders, they don't tie them, they don't put a sticker on. So by keeping it in here, it maintains it hot. The heat's not going to go anywhere, and customer sees that and actually really appreciates that. Another thing is, just make sure that you have a beverage, whether it's cold, whether it's hot. You also don't want to be stopping at no 7-Eleven, Wawa's, Chevrons, Exxons. You know, it goes back to the whole fuel thing. You don't want to have to stop just to go buy something to drink. I carry mine, Universal Studios, so somewhere in Florida, but this is what I use. All I have today is Gatorade. Sometimes I'll have water, but keeps it cool, keeps me going. You know, sometimes, you know, you're sitting there and all you got to do is just move on, man. Just continue to dash, and you know, your success is based upon you. You know, it's not, you can't say, oh well, they're not giving me calls or they're not giving me thing. So I had a 6:30 shift, so I logged in last minute just so I can provide you guys with this video. So I am sitting in a parking lot waiting for this, and I will show you guys exactly what happens when I do get a dash. It will tell you what the amount is, how far you have to go to the restaurant, and how far exactly the customer lives. So there's absolutely no excuses. You know exactly how much it's going to pay and whether to you it's worth it or not. I have found that for me, every call is worth it, because the higher your ratings are, the more money you're going to make. So I don't cancel any orders. I try not to decline any orders, but I always complete them. I don't go out of my way to try to cancel somebody's order. At the end of the day, that's somebody's dinner. So imagine, you know, I always look at it, imagine if it was me. Imagine somebody's there, they're calling me, and all of a sudden, oh, boop, and just leaves. Like, I wouldn't want that person to do that for me. The other thing is that it is wise. I don't have it. I've only been doing this now for about 7 weeks, and I have been lazy on this. The DoorDash shirt, I think they provided to you for about $6. I'm not sure. I know this hot bag was $6, but I suggest that you have it. It makes it a lot more comfortable for a customer walking out than seeing somebody just get out of a car or pull up to a house and them wondering who the heck you are. If you have a DoorDash shirt, they will immediately recognize you, because it's the only company that uses a red shirt, and it is actually the only company that offers, you know, a shirt that says DoorDash and their name on it. So this is just a little introduction video. I will show you guys on the next video how I have been able to make money through these 7 weeks. I want to say that I am now at 7 weeks close to about $4,000. So it might be more, but I believe I'm somewhere in that general ballpark. Might be over that. It has been okay, but like I said, I will actually take it and break it down and show you guys exactly what you guys have to do in order to make that kind of money. This past week I just made $820, so not exactly know how many hours I have been able to put in to make that, but I want to say it's somewhere around 50 hours. So it's just like any other job. If you put the hours in, the money will follow it. But you can't expect to work 25 hours, expect to roll out of here with, you know, $1,000. It's just not going to happen. At the end of the day, this is a job that anybody can do. It takes absolutely no skills. All you need is a driver's license, a phone, and a car. Those are 3 key things, and nowadays anybody has that. So like I said, if you guys want to like this video, like it. The more likes I get will allow me to post more videos and see what everybody thinks. And like I said, I will show it to you, and I promise you that I will, on the next video that I do, I will have that red DoorDash shirt. Like I said, I'm one of you guys, so I will play the part, and I will actually have a shirt myself. All right, once again, have fun, guys. Be safe, and like always, keep dashing.